Well, only one contest this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, but it should be a fun one. We've got the Braves and the Mount Olive Trojans here on the UNCP Sports Network. Welcome into Lumbee Guarantee Bank Court. I'm Matt Sabatis here with you on the UNCP Sports Network. I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to spending the evening with you. John Haskins taking his team on contest number 2 this season as the team looks to go 2-0, while Mount Olive and the Trojans already one game bounced back from their 2-game losing streak to start the season. We'll see if they can even it up in tonight's contest. The last time the Braves hit the hardwood, it was a fun one against Fayetteville State University and the Broncos. The Braves struggled off the glass in the second half, including being outscored in the third quarter, 21-10. But luckily, the Braves' performance in the first half made it possible for them to slip away in the fourth and pick up the season-opening win. The last time these two teams met, it was in favor of Mount Olive. They snuck one away at home. We'll see if the Braves can do the same here on their home court. Let's go ahead and key in on some of the players we're going to watch in tonight's contest. For Mount Olive and the Trojans, it's going to be Felicity Hayes. We've got 3 rebounds shy from her of an average of a double-double through these first 3 games of the season. 9th in the nation with 25.3 points per game and a 41-point performance in the Trojans' 90-79 loss to Lenore-Ryan. Will the Braves be able to put up against her in today's contest? We'll just have to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at who we're going to key in on for the Braves. It's going to be T. Graham. Led the Braves in points on the day in the Fayetteville State game, but she was held scoreless through the first 3 quarters in the exhibition against UNC Wilmington. We'll see if the new face on the Braves will be able to turn things around for the second regular season game of the year. We'll go ahead and step aside right now, but when we come back, we've got the starting 5 and all the play-by-play coming your way right here on the UNCP Sports Network. Well, you're just in time for Braves basketball here on the UNCP Sports Network. This is going to be Casey Drayton and Felicity Havens to take on the opening tip here at Lumbee Guarantee Bank Court. The tip won by UNCP and the Braves, but right into the hands of Jada Bacchus and off the glass for 2. Quick start here for Mount Olive and the Trojans as they take a swift 2-0 lead. Ebony Stevens onto the right wing, the top of the key. Nyla Allen around the way for the transfer Alicia Hardy. Not back to Allen, instead off of Havens' foot. Here we go across the way now. Nia Stiles, the senior out of Nashville, North Carolina. Quick handoff to Funderburk. Moving it around the way, Havens finds Funderburk on the cut, but a foul on Ebony Stevens as she goes high. Matt Sabatis here with you on the UNCP Sports Network. Our fine director, TJ Moore. Our great crew here for what should only be one contest this weekend after a thrilling and busy last weekend with 5 basketball contests, a volleyball match, the senior night for UNC Pembroke Volleyball as they moved on to the conference tournament. They just recently, though, were eliminated by USC Aiken and the Pacers in the first round on site at Georgia College in the first round of the PBC tournament. We also had an exhibition contest between these very Lady Braves and the UNC Wilmington Seahawks. Well, it was a regular season contest for UNCW for UNCP. Didn't matter on the score sheet. Alicia Hardy goes a little hard off the glass there, and here comes the Trojans in transition. This is a 1-on-3 situation, and outbounded to Jada Bacchus. Cuts across, attempting Nyla Allen, doesn't give it a chance. 5 on the floor for each side. Ebony Stevens, Casey Drayton, Nyla Allen, Alicia Hardy. As Allen can't drill the 3, and T. Graham, who we highlighted pregame, also on the hardwood for UNC Pembroke. On the floor for Mount Olive and the Trojans under the direction of Wendy Lee in her 18th season. Nia Stiles, the senior guard out of Nashville. Jada Bacchus, as we've already mentioned. Hope Tolliver, Felicity Havens, and Kelly Funderburk. Hardy, open for 3. No, too far. Drayton, does she save it? Not in time. Braves need something in their favor to start this contest. They find themselves trailing fairly quickly. Nia Stiles running point, and the weave now finds it to Funderburk. An opening for Bacchus. To the low block, doesn't get it, nearly stolen away from Tolliver, but she's able to push it in. 5-0 lead for Mount Olive to get this game going. Tolliver, the sophomore out of Woodford, Virginia, averaged 12.7 points per game this season. To the top of the key, Hardy, a bouncer, back to Allen. The drive, the contest, the foul. A little too much power, but tag it on to Tolliver. Not much of a foul attractor through these first 3 games of her season. The full-time starter out of Woodford, Virginia. It'll be Nyla Allen taking these free shots at the line. The Guilford Community College transfer, senior out of East Orange, New Jersey, finally gets the Braves on the board. John Haskins and his Lady Braves needing a good start, and Nyla Allen's the first one to give it to him. UNC Pembroke still 0 for 3 from the floor to start tonight's contest, though. T. Graham holding up Nia Stiles as he crosses the midcourt stripe. Jada Bacchus between the circle. Here's a stop for Tolliver. Too much power. Havens, what a board. The fadeaway. Oh, doesn't go. The save into the hands of Mount Olive. Here's Tolliver up top. A long ball for Stiles. Ironed out. Braves force an empty possession there. Here comes T. Graham. 4-on-4 transition drive. The right hand. Oh, what a play. Couldn't have been a little more suspenseful with that one from T. Graham. 5-4 Braves. Quickly back into this one. Stiles, the bouncer, on to Havens. Low drive block, a lot of contact, no whistle, and send it out of bounds on Jada Bacchus. Nia Stiles getting a little help off the hardwood, but the Braves will take this the opposite way once again. Here's Hardy running point, looking for the Allen screen, gets it. Stevens trying to pull in T. Graham. Drives against Funderburk, crosses the dribble. Here's Casey Drayton, the former Armstrong State Pirate. Allen for 3. No. Too much power off the right iron. Hardy, the offensive board, an opening for Stevens from 22 feet out. Yes! What a play for the Braves to take the lead. Moving quickly, Nia Stiles to the Brave head. Now to Funderburk. Round the way for Bacchus. Met by Alicia Hardy. Here's a pump from Stiles on the backdoor cut, but a foul. Tag it on to T. Graham. This will be an inbound pass. Graham, the St. Petersburg College transfer, put down 8.4 points per game as a full-time starter while shooting 32% for the JUCO. Inbound nearly finds the fresh-in Kelly Post, but it's stolen away by Graham. Off the glass. Braves now on a 9-0 run. Make it 7-0. Getting ahead of myself on this one. Kennedy Jones fresh into the game as well. Post with a long 3-ball, doesn't take. Drayton the board for UNCP. 2-minute scoring drought for Mount Olive and the Trojans. T. Graham running point. Has a screen set from Drayton, takes it. Looking for Drayton on the pick and roll. No, too far off the back iron. Nearly a heck of a play from Casey Drayton. In comes Avery Locklear. Graham will take a seat. Leading the team already in points, a pair on the day from the floor. Post onto Havens, up top to Bacchus, junior out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Has it, loses the dribble for a second. Avery Locklear doesn't give her room to breathe. Drive from Post, down to the low block. Picked up by Jones, her own offensive board. A drive from Funderburk. Under pressure, and a foul should be on Casey Drayton. It is. It'll be a pair at the line. This will be Kelly Funderburk taking free throws. Picked up her first start in today's contest. Appeared in all 3 games this season. Can't sink that first one, though. It was only her second trip to the line on the year is Sadeja Love, making her first appearance of the day. Junior out of Shelby, North Carolina. Just outside Charlotte. Funderburk. 1 for 2 on the trip. Inbound finds Hardy. Braves still have a 3-point lead in their favor. On to the far side. Love under pressure. Off the low block. Fighting for her own board. Can't get it. Here comes Felicity Havens in transition. Crosses the dribble from the wing. 22 to shoot. On to the way for Kelly Post. Now here's Funderburg. Back up top once again for Bacchus. 10 to shoot. The Braves' man on defense is suffocating. Here's Havens. She's got 5 to put it in the air. From the wing against Allen through the screen for 3. Yes. Calm, cool, and collected is the junior out of Lorain, Ohio. The top of the key for Hardy, now Ebony Stevens. Braves looking to respond in what's now a tie game. Here's Love. Loses the handle for a sec. The low block doesn't go off the glass. And the rebound from Kennedy Jones. Here's a drive from Havens against Love. She swats at it, and it rattles home. Mount Olive on a quick 6-point run to retake the lead. Hardy looking for Stevens, has her, 20 to shoot for Nyla Allen. The backdoor cut finds Love, as seemed to be Allen was going for Hardy, but Love draws the foul either way. Only 19 points on the season for Love. Let's see if she can make it 21 when we come back. First media timeout as the Braves trail 11-9. This is Braves basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Well, all 9 of the Braves' points have come from one 9-point scoring run as John Haskins stoic in his huddle. 13th season with UNC Pembroke, 27 years he's been at this school. Only his 13th year helming this women's program, a 151-178 mark for the big man. Out of that timeout, a foul sends Sadeja Love to the line for a pair. See if she can pick up her first points on the day, and she can't. Third trip this season, she was 1 for 4 coming into this game. See if she can at least go 2 for 6 now. And she does. Brings the Braves back within 1. Post looking across the timeline under heavy pressure from Alicia Hardy. Does so with just seconds to spare. And a feed underneath for Kennedy Jones. Back up to Post. Drive from the wing. Good move and an opening up top. Tapped away by Nyla Allen. Great defensive read for this Braves' man on defense. Toss inside and a little fade. Jumper doesn't go for Tolliver. The Braves with the board. Here comes UNC Pembroke. Hardy with the speed. The right hand. No. Picked up by Mount Olive. Jada Bacchus, the junior out of Wilmington. A wide open shot. Don't think Braves saw Hope Tolliver there. Hardy being manhandled now. Ebony Stevens for Nyla Allen. Here's Avery Locklear. The weave for the Braves, trying to open something up. Stevens can't get it, but the offensive board from Allen does go. First field goal for the Braves in over 3.5 minutes. Brings them once again back within 1. Game they trailed by as much as 5. Little bouncer to post. Looking to make it a 4-point lead. She does. Braves can't deal with something like that. The true freshman out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Here's Nyla Allen looking for the elbow. Instead, a low bouncer to Love. And 1. Love came into this game dropping 41 points in her freshman campaign, only scored 19 last year. She's already on to a good start this season. Tagged as the 3rd foul of the quarter for Mount Olive. With the and 1 on its way. Post is headed to the bench. The and 1 goes. Love. Rather, Ebony Stevens off. In comes Melanie Horn. Braves again back within 1. And with post off, it's Rachel Fell now running point. Lanky 5'9" senior out of Chesterfield, Virginia. Toss into the chest of Jada Bacchus. Here's a 3 for Havens. No, too much power. Who's got the board? Locklear does, but a foul. Tagging on to Jada Bacchus, it seems. Bit of a slow contest. Some shots going a little wary from each side, but Mount Olive, when they get it in the air, they're much more accurate. 6 for 10 on their field goal shots. Braves 5 for 15. Hardy looking for an opening. Finds it on a drive and lost Locklear in the process. I don't think Avery was assuming that Alicia Hardy was going there. Braves are going to make a substitution here. T. Graham will replace Hardy. Havens, the junior, to Fell, the senior. And an off-ball foul, no, a kick. On a couple possessions without a score here. One team looking to change that. One team looking to keep it the same. Havens up top pumps the 3 against Allen. She's only got 5 to put it up. Under contest, too far. But a long offensive board for Nia Stiles. Braves simply didn't have a chance there. Here's this man on defense. See what it does. Melanie Horn keeping on now. Havens. Here we go for Fell. Cross the way for Stiles again. Met by T. Graham with 15 to shoot. From 19 feet out, too short. Horn the board. Braves force the empty possession, look to take the lead on this one. The top of the key goes Graham. The drive, the low block, the right hand, too much power. Hope Tolliver the board, the outlet to Rachel Fell. The drive from Havens, the cross-up, Eurostep goes. Back to a 3-point lead under a minute to play in this quarter. Now their team in foul trouble, but the Braves could benefit from a 3-ball. T. Graham won't be the one to take it, though. Puts it down at the risk of traveling. Finds Allen to tie. Locklear gets it. Necessary for the Braves and a toss away. Hope Tolliver wasn't expecting it as high from Rachel Fell. The Braves will have just over 1 full possession's time on the shot clock to get something going. Tied at 18 all, thanks to Avery Locklear's distance shot. Shot 29% from that range last season, doing a better job this year. Nyla Allen through the double team and opening on the near side. Melanie Horn for the lead. She's got it. Braves a quick 6-point swing in the closing seconds of this quarter. Here's a drive from Michaela Nichols, fresh into the game. She loses it. Nyla Allen with 10 to put it up. 2-on-1, stops at the top of the key. T. Graham nearly loses it. 5 to shoot for the Braves. Avery Locklear, again? No, back iron, and that'll do it for this quarter. Braves close it out on a 6-point swing, though. They've got the lead in their hands. We'll see if they can hold on to it. We'll be right back in just a few seconds right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Wendy Lee in her 18th season manning Mount Olive and the Trojans. 263, 228 mark, trying to make it 264 tonight. But the Braves, back-to-back threes out of that first quarter, come in with a 3-point lead. Avery Locklear can't extend it, though. Michaela Nichols, sophomore out of Prince William County, Virginia. Gives it off onto the elbow, and Havens can't get the jump shot. Braves holding her not very well. 7 points for Havens. Horn gets it. Braves on a destructive 3-ball game in tonight's contest. 4 for 10 from beyond the arc. Stiles on top for Tamara Harris. Back to Stiles. Locklear not giving her room. 15 to shoot. Top of the key once again for Harris against Melanie Horn. Now T. Graham on top of Michaela Nichols. Havens with 5 to put it up. She's deadly in these situations. To the elbow. Outside a wide 3 for Stiles. No good. Offensive board. What a play. No foul for the Braves, but 2 for Hope Tolliver. Braves come up short on that one. Tolliver, what a play. Here's Melanie Horn. Cross court, Locklear, the wing. Through a screen from Drayton. The elbow jumper is good. Locklear having one heck of a day, the junior out of Landis. Nia Stiles against T. Graham. Speeds past Graham, but crosses it up for Tolliver. No, Braves the board. Outlet nearly intercepted. Here comes Graham in the speed. Inside, Aaliyah Farmer for 2. Braves on a 7-2 run to start this quarter. And a Wendy Lee timeout stops the momentum ever so slightly, but the Braves have it going in their favor. We'll keep it here on the UNCP Sports Network. Matt Sabatis here with you, our fantastic crew. TJ Moore, our camera folks, Johnny Perez, Scott Banke, our graphics technician, Joseph Thornton, and of course you for joining us. It's always a fun time. Don't think we introduced the officials on the court either. David Fallon, Kyle Dorman, and Keith Harris are the boys in black and white for today's contest, as the Braves have suddenly jolted to an 8-point lead. It's a back and forth contest to start. Mount Olive put up the first 5 points of the game, but Wendy Lee and her squad weren't able to stop a 9-point run from the Braves. What a story from Wendy Lee, too. 18th season, graduate of Meredith College, 3 Conference Carolina Tournament championships, second round trip in the NCAA tournament. Her husband, Billy Lee, is an assistant for the women at the UNC Tar Heels. Assisted by Katie Pascal, Brian Bagwell. Historic coach, historic team, Mount Olive. Braves utilizing a little more of that timeout than Wendy Lee and her Trojans did, but I don't think John Haskins is one to burn any time than necessary. So it'll be a toss in under the basket off of that make by Aaliyah Farmer. And the Braves don't let up the pressure. T. Graham against Nia Stiles across the court. Harris on the wing, up top for Havens. Underneath, tapped away from Tolliver, but a reach foul, or no, an offensive foul as Tolliver was pushing back against Drayton. Interesting. Sophomore out of Woodford, Virginia. As I said, averaging 12 points on the season. Braves could benefit from her racking up a couple. First of this second quarter for either side. Here's T. Graham. Avery Locklear now. Melody Horn. No, too short. Her own board, still too short. Aaliyah Farmer, the fade. This one goes. Third time's the charm for the Braves. It's a 10-point lead. Nia Stiles across the timeline. Braves looking to go 2-0 on the season, send the Trojans to 1-3. Bacchus with the high, slow dribble and opening on the far side for Funderburk. Havens underneath for Jones. Too much power off the glass, and the Braves are starting to haul him in at a fantastic clip. Underneath, Farmer under pressure. UNC Pembroke feasting off of some of these transition points. Make it now 11 on a fast break for UNCP. Havens calls for the screen, gets it, pick and roll doesn't take. An opening for Funderburk? No. Oh, almost hit Havens in the head there. Picks up Bacchus. Drive to the low block. Under pressure and a blocking foul on Casey Drayton. I think this should be her second of the afternoon. It is. Fresh check in for Mount Olive and the Trojans, Jalen Copeland. Her first time on the floor this evening. Freshman out of Portsmouth, Virginia. Nyla Allen into the game for the Braves. Bacchus to take this throw in. Finds Stiles. Now Havens. Fresh 30 off of the Drayton foul. Drayton onto the bench now as Havens backs up. Bouncer to Stiles. Backs out. Doesn't want to face the Braves' double team. Jumper at the top of the key doesn't go. What an offensive board, but the putback has too much power on it. Braves, once again in transition. Here's T. Graham corralling her dribble to the wing for Avery Locklear. She has Melanie Horn open in the corner. Instead, jumps from the elbow. Too much power. And a defensive board for Mount Olive. Here's a chance. The bouncer underneath. Too short. No good for Copeland. Is this a foul on the floor? Give it to Aaliyah Farmer, and yes, it's on the floor. Braves are racked up 2 this quarter. Inbound finds Stiles. Perimeter movement finds Bacchus now. Up top, Stiles pumps against Graham. What great dribbling from the senior out of Nashville, North Carolina. Onto the wing for Bacchus against Nyla Allen. Did her footstep on the line? It did. Chalk it as a 19-footer. The Braves catch a break on that one as Mount Olive cuts the lead to within 10. Avery to respond. Too much power. Picked up by Felicity Havens. She drives to the elbow against Allen. Off the rim. Allen a little hesitant on that one as Havens brought the power. Nyla didn't want to draw a foul. Here's T. Graham as it's a quick 5-point swing in favor of Mount Olive. Melanie Horn on the wing, around the way. 10 to shoot for the Braves. Horn finds Farmer underneath, but gets it tapped away. Horn saves it from the baseline. Here's Farmer, the drive, 5 to shoot. Up top, Graham needs to put it up from 19 feet out. It's no good. Rattles away. Locklear, the offensive board, and the foul. What a follow-up for the Braves. John Haskins has to be proud of that one. His junior guard, full-time starter from last season, coming off of the bench in this contest, hoping to make it a 10-point game once again. Makes it 9 with that. See if she can make it 10 here. There's your 10-point game. Locklear with a lot of history on this team as Ebony Stevens rejoins. Locklear will get a much-needed break with her 7 points in 11 minutes. Far side for Bacchus. Between the legs dribble, opening up Havens for 3. No, too much power. Who's got it? Nyla Allen. Braves have scored 10 of the last 14. Can T. Graham add on to it? No, she'll find Ebony Stevens instead, who can't do it herself off the right iron. Braves can't pull in the board either. Hard transition for Nia Stiles, but the Braves are a little faster. Here's Havens once again. Bacchus on the wing, looking for someone open, but instead tries it herself and drills it. First 3-ball of the season for the junior out of Wilmington, North Carolina. And obviously the Braves weren't expecting it. Top of the key for Alicia Hardy, fresh into the game. Nyla Allen looking for a backdoor cut against this man on defense. Drops at the elbow, loses it. Farmer fights for it, but it's picked up by Funderburk. Cross court for Nia Stiles, an opening against Ebony Stevens. And it rolls out. Stevens might have gotten a hand on the arm there, but there was no whistle. Braves catch another break. Graham almost loses it. She's suddenly double-teamed. Feeds Nyla Allen to the elbow. Jump stops. Stevens for 3. Yes! Gets the Braves back to a 10-point lead. Two for 4 on the day is the senior. And the Braves are not letting up the throttle. Funderburk to the elbow. Havens to respond. There you go. Havens, the leading scorer in the Conference Carolinas, coming into this game with her 25.3 points per game. Tapped away. Steal from Bacchus. One-on-one against Hardy. That's a charge. What a speedy move from the transfer Hardy to get the Braves possession. And that's much needed for UNC Pembroke after that transition move. Kennedy Jones into the game for Mount Olive and the Trojans. D. Graham hears some words of wisdom from John Haskins as she crosses the timeline. Here's Hardy. See if she can do it on both sides of the ball. Jump stops. Opening for Stevens. From the wing with 17 to shoot. She tries for it. She doesn't get it. Front iron. Mount Olive the board. Havens in transition. Puts it down hard. It peels away from 19 feet out. Tries for it. Wow. What an athletic shot from Felicity Havens. That's why she's the leading scorer in the Conference Carolinas. Make it 14 on the day for the junior. A drive from Graham. Nearly gets it stolen. Finds Stevens instead, who travels right off of the pass. It's cut to a 5-point lead. Sadeja Love might be a bit of a help to change that once things get going. See if that size underneath can put a stop to Havens. Nia Stiles off the inbound from the travel. Here's Havens again. Stiles. Foot on the line, but not enough power for Kelly Funderburk. Love the board. Here comes the Braves. 5-point lead in front of them. Let's see if they can increase it. Back to Graham. Tries for it. Doesn't get it. Love, no board, and a foul. Let's say it's on the floor. This is coming against Kennedy Jones. It is. Taggett is number 4 on the quarter for Mount Olive. The next one will be free throws for UNCP. 3rd on the day already for Jones, who's only been into this contest for 6 minutes. Here's Allen off the inbound. Fades away. It's blocked by Jones. Who's got the rebound? Stevens lost it and touched it last. Jones more than makes up for committing that 3rd foul with that big block for her team to keep it a 5-point lead. Braves are 1 for their last 8 from the floor. Stiles across the timeline. Finds Jones. Looking for Funderburk on a cut. Instead, feeds Stiles on the wing. Stiles through a screen. Too short on the 3 ball, and Alicia Hardy picks up the board. Pulls the brakes, loses the ball a little, and slips through a screen for an open Sadeja Love. No, Braves can't catch a break on some of those low post shots. Here's a drive from Havens. The cross dribble against Allen. Swatted by Love and no good. Here comes the Braves in the final minute of this half. Hardy to the near side. Stevens for 3. No. Picked up by Hardy. Stevens lost the handle, saves it. It's into the hands of Nia Stiles. Here comes Stiles against the 3-on-1. She spins around and pumps the brakes. Feeds against Graham. Foul and 1. Bit of a late whistle, but a good whistle, as Graham will pick up the 3rd foul for the Braves this quarter. And an opportunity to make it a 2-point game for Mount Olive in a game they've trailed by as much as 10. Stiles 6 for 10 from the free throw line this season. Drills the and 1. Only points of the day for the senior out of Nashville, North Carolina, and the Braves need the speedy Locklear back into this contest. All 8 points have been most recently scored by Mount Olive and the Trojans. 35 seconds to play in this half. Here's Allen to the low block. The feed doesn't get Sadeja Love, but Locklear rips it away. Love trying to tap it to Stevens. Can't do it. There's a fight for it. Nia Stiles has it. The shot clock is off. 20 to shoot. Mount Olive can take the lead going into halftime on this play. Felicity Havens up top for Kennedy Jones. Braves don't need to worry much about her. Nia Stiles travels. The official on the far side said she had possession when she started to move her feet. I'm not so sure about that one. It looked like she was still trying to corral the pass as she almost had it on her wrist. But a Braves fan, any day will take that. 5 to shoot for the Braves. Hardy to the wing. Allen had it blocked. It's been a back and forth first half, and Mount Olive closed it on an 8-point run. We'll see if the Braves can turn things around in the second half. They go in with a lead, though. We'll be right back in just a few seconds right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician, Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician, Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Back on the UNCP Sports Network, Matt Sabatas here with you. 37-35 Braves on top of University of Mount Olive and the Trojans. It's been a back and forth first half, folks. Braves got all of their 9 first points of the contest on a 9-point run through the first 5 minutes. That's where all of their points came from. After that, Braves went on a bit of a scoring drought, fell again to a 4-point deficit. They trailed through the first 5 minutes by as much as 5 after Mount Olive scored the first 5 points. But the Braves bought it back with a decent run of themselves, closed the first quarter on back-to-back 3 balls, and were able to outscore Mount Olive by the end of the first whistle, 21-18. But things were a little dry in the second quarter, I think you could say. The Braves went 0 for their last 6. They were outscored 8-0 to end the half. It's been 3.5 minutes since we've seen a Braves score, and that was all the way back when Ebony Stevens put a 3-ball in the air. The last Braves field goal after that was at the 7-minute mark of that second quarter. It was an Aaliyah Farmer layup. But luckily the Braves were able to at least put some decent defense together and rely on them outscoring Mount Olive in the first quarter to hold on to this 37-35 lead. We'll step aside right now. When we come back, we'll give you a little more analysis in the box scores from that first half. And we'll see how the second half goes right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. Four values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. Four values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
UNCP Sports Network for the final time of this halftime show. Braves lead 37-35. Matt Sabatis here with you. For our wonderful crew, our director TJ Moore. Let's go ahead and give you the box scores out of that first half. Leading performer for UNCP, Avery Locklear, 7 points, 2 boards off of 2 for 6 shooting. Tag and assist on there as well. Melanie Horn and Aaliyah Farmer right behind her. Horn 2 for 3 from the floor. Both of them coming from 3-point range, while Aaliyah Farmer is perfect 3 for 3 from the floor. Give 2 rebounds to Horn. 3 for T. Graham to go along with her 4 points. Slowly getting up there. See if she can replicate her performance against Fayetteville State when she led the Braves in overall points scored. Leading point scorer for Mount Olive, as we expected, Felicity Havens, 14 points off 6 for 13 shooting. She's also hauled in 5 boards on the contest. On her way to a double-double. We'll see if she gets it or if the Braves can stop her. Other than that, Jada Bacchus on 3 for 4 shooting has 7 points to go along with Tolliver's 6 points on 3 for 6 shooting. She's got 5 rebounds as well. After that, it's a steep drop-off as Kelly Post, the freshman out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, is next. 1 for 2 from the floor, coming from 3-point range for 4th on the team with only 3 points. But the Braves hold on to their 2-point lead with a couple of calls going in their favor through that first half. We'll see how things shake up in the second half when we come back. Braves a 2-point lead. We got the second half coming your way in just a few seconds right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Well, a mild contest through the first half from both sides, but we've still got 20 more minutes of basketball coming your way. Matt Sabatas here with you on the UNCP Sports Network, 37-35 as it's the start of the third quarter. The scoreboard is having a little bit of trouble there, but it's the third quarter. 10 minutes fresh on the clock for this second half. It'll be Felicity Havens and Mount Olive's Trojans to take this inbound pass. Matt Sabatas is here with you with our fantastic crew, TJ Moore, our director, our graphics coordinator, Joseph Thornton, our camera people, Johnny Perez and Scott Banky. As now we're ready to go. 10 minutes on the clock for the third quarter. It'll be Drayton, Hardy, Stevens, Graham, and Allen on the court for UNC Pembroke. Stiles, Bacchus, Tolliver, Havens, and Funderburk on the floor for the Trojans. Underneath, Havens can't get a handle on it. And that was last touched by the Braves. Give it to Nyla Allen last, and 9 seconds shaved off the shot clock. Trojans will get another chance at it. Nia Stiles moving slowly between the keys. Here's Bacchus. Low bounce pass, right back to her. From the low block at the baseline, nearly loses it, saves it with 7 to shoot. Stiles can't get the scoring started this half. The Braves will try it themselves. Here's Stevens with the speed, and opening for Hardy, doesn't take it. Graham through the Allen screen. Slips through the defender, can't get it off the glass. The offensive board doesn't go either. Allen fighting for it. This should be a jump ball that favors the Braves. Hard-fought battle for Nyla Allen, the senior out of East Orange, New Jersey, and the Braves will get the toss in at their own baseline. Stevens looking for Alicia Hardy. Has her open on the baseline. Gets it to her finally. From the low block, a foul. Should be on Hope Tolliver. Nope, on Jada Bacchus. Third on the contest for Bacchus. First of the quarter for Mount Olive and the Trojans. Hardy taking these 2 free shots, the first of which rattles away. First trip of the day for Hardy as Kelly Post enters the game for Mount Olive. Hardy again, makes it 1 for 2 on the trip. Puts it to a 3-point lead for the Braves. First point of this second half, nearly a minute in. Looking for someone is Tolliver. Finds Havens up top. Stops from 22 feet out, a little disconnected on that one, and T. Graham can't save it as she was the last to touch. Mount Olive will get another chance at it, and that one did hit the rim, so it'll be a fresh 30. Kelly Post to take the inbound, finds Nia Stiles on the wing. Trying to find Havens to the paint, up top for Funderburk. Now they find Havens. Former ECU Pirate hands it off to Post. Nearly gets it stolen as she tries the bounce pass back. This is going to be on Nyla Allen, the foul. No, that's on Alicia Hardy. Tagadaw is a bit of a reach in there. Hardy a little frustrated at that one, but first of the day for her, first of the quarter for the Braves. Inbound from Post finds Funderburk. 5 feet from the 3-point line. Stiles now against T. Graham through a screen set by Hope Tolliver to the free throw line. Post for a long 3. Nope. Braves in transition. Here's Alicia Hardy in a 1-on-2. Jump stops from 19 feet out and swishes it. Alicia Hardy is automatic. Far side for Felicity Havens. The fade goes. Great response from the junior out of Lorain, Ohio. Averaged a double-double last season. 15.8 points per game, 10.7 rebounds per game, 42% from the floor, and she's already got 16 points on the day. Nyla Allen loses the handle. Saves it in the paint, and is this a foul? No jump ball, that's a foul. Braves come up lucky on that one. Tagging on Havens, her second of the day. Second of the quarter for Mount Olive. Braves looking for that double bonus. Now their team has reached that plateau today. Island found by Stevens, 18 feet out. Doesn't go. Rebound Tolliver, foul on Drayton. Former Armstrong State Pirate Drayton. When that school dissolved, she wanted to stay in the Peach Belt Conference and made the choice to move on up to UNCP. She swapped out by Aaliyah Farmer there. Farmer a sack transfer out of Mars Hill. Here's Havens, looking to add to her 16-point day. Post instead drives through the defense, a foul. Ooh, that's a rough one to swallow. Is it going to be on Hardy or Allen? on Allen. It's only her first. Only Brave on the floor with more than one foul is T. Graham, and she's got 2. Post will be taking these free throws. 3rd trip on the season for her. First of this game, she sinks the first. Game in 3 for 4 today as she will try to make it a 1-point game. T. Graham getting the next offensive play set. She'll be running post for things. Out of the words of John Haskins. Post. Waiting as the official sets up something with Aaliyah Farmer. We're ready to go now. 2 for 2 on the trip. Back to a 1-point game. Here's Graham. Again, now Allen. Stevens from 23 feet out. No. There's a race for it. Hardy can't save it. Stiles played just about every minute of this contest so far. Haven's the only Trojan to be on the floor for longer. Tolliver, beautiful hook shot. Gives Mount Olive the lead for the first time in quite a while. They haven't led since the first quarter. Allen to Hardy. Try and take the lead back. She can't. But Farmer does. Braves swap it away. 42-41 in favor of UNC Pembroke. Here's Funderburk. Havens once again now post. Not much of a three-point threat, the freshman out of Fayetteville. Funderburk stops for Stiles now. 15 for the Trojans to put it up. Through a screen. Stiles met by Allen. Tries the 3 anyway and sinks it. He's not much of a three-point threat. 6 for 32 on the season coming into today. Nyla Allen can't get it in response. A lot of contact, no whistle, and the Braves still trail by 2. Here's Stiles again. Tries again. You can only get so many of those. Braves come away clean. Here's Hardy. Back up top, Graham. Bumped into by Funderburk. I think her feet got a little ahead of her on that one. The sophomore out of Raleigh sends the Braves to the sideline for a toss-in. First of the day on the sophomore there. 3rd of the quarter. Hardy looking for someone, gets Nyla Allen. Here's Steve Graham against Kelly Post. To the top of the key goes Graham, Ebony Stevens. She's got some distance on her shot. So does Alicia Hardy. With the right hand, through the screen. Underneath for Aaliyah Farmer, little fade jump, doesn't go. Braves need something going their way this half. They're 2 for 9. A foul as Havens looks to drive. Are they going to say this is in the process of shooting? No, they're going to say it's on the floor, but it's the 4th for the Braves this quarter. Allen is headed to the bench with 2 fouls. Sadasia Love joins. It'll be Funderburk to toss it in to Nia Stiles. Not even midway through this quarter, Braves about to give Mount Olive the double bonus. Love can't stop Funderburk. 4-point lead for Mount Olive and the Trojans. It's been a full minute now since the Braves have put a point on the board. Can Ebony Stevens change that? To T. Graham. Slips through the defense and gets it off the rim. Great little floater for the sophomore transfer. Havens in transition. Foul on Love. Havens went crashing hard into the bleachers, but she's all right. She'll head to the line for a pair. Would have been a pair either way, as it's the 5th team foul for the Braves this quarter. As I mentioned, Havens a 41-point performance just a couple of days ago in the Trojans' 90-79 loss at Lenore Rhine in Hickory. Just think about that, putting up over half of your team's points by yourself. Incredible for a player of that caliber. She's somewhat on that same path already as Locklear checks in. 17 points on the day for Havens, out of the 47 that Mount Olive has put up. Make it now 18. Averages 25.3 a game, and it doesn't look like she won't reach that plateau today. An off-ball foul on Mount Olive. Give it to Tamira Knuckles. Freshman just now into the game, her first appearance this season. Doesn't get a good look for head coach Wendy Lee. We've reached the timeout. 4-point lead for Mount Olive. They've clawed back into this one. We'll see if the Braves can turn things around when we come back, right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Mount Olive and the Trojans just about doubling up the Braves so far this half. They put up 13 to the Braves' 7. It's been a much more whistle-heavy quarter as well. 4th foul of the 3rd for Mount Olive came on Tamira Knuckles in her first look of the season. She's been taken off just as fast. Alicia Hardy looking for the toss-in, gets it stolen away by Felicity Havens. Here comes Mount Olive in transition. It's a 3-on-2. Havens drives against Aaliyah Farmer, and this is going to be a pair at the line. Farmer didn't stop her feet from moving, and that's an illegal block. Havens will get a chance to increase on her 20-point performance now. First of 2 is good. In comes Melanie Horn. John Haskins signals for a timeout. Let's go ahead and step aside here. We've got more Braves basketball coming your way here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Braves find themselves now in a bit of a hole. Largest lead of the evening for Mount Olive and the Trojans at 7. So UNCP will try to break a 5-point run put on by the team headed by Wendy Lee in her 18th season. Alicia Hardy, she'd be the one to do it. A zone defense set up by Mount Olive. Seems to be suffocating the Braves so far. They've only put up 7 this quarter. But Melanie Horn changes that. Brings the Braves back within 4. Here's Nia Stiles. Handing it off to Funderburk. Near side for Jada Bacchus. Havens. Cross court. Stiles had a 3 earlier in this contest and has her second. Came into today's game only shooting 20% from beyond the arc. She's now 2 for 6, which is still a similar mark, but the Braves are leaving her open just a little too much. An off-ball foul as Sadeja Love hits the deck. This will be free throws incoming for the Braves. Each team has now reached the double bonus. Give it to Tolliver, her third. Love looking a little shaken up after that still. Braves will be most likely needing to rely on these free throws, not only through this quarter, but if they can, through a majority of the contest. Love can't sink the first one. Mount Olive is 5 for 5 this quarter. After that miss, the Braves are 1 for 3 from the charity stripe. Love again, gets it this time. Back to a 6-point game. Up top for Bacchus. Stiles against Hardy. Takes it under contest. Doesn't get the roll in. 2 for 7 on the day. That's more of her usual clip. See if the Braves let her even try for any more. Melanie Horn in the corner. Hardy. Off the pick and roll, finds Locklear from Love. Too short. Farmer, the offensive board. Sadeja Love, the third try is good. John Haskins has to be proud of his team's ability to pull it down offensively. 11 on the day for UNC Pembroke. Back to a 4-point game. Top of the key, Havens. Pumps against Farmer. Tries it. Under contest. It's good. 24-point performance for Felicity Havens. As to be expected of her through these first 3 games of the season. Farmer to respond. Gets it. 18 feet out. Makes it a 5-point game once again. Stiles in transition. Crosses up Hardy. Havens backs off and Stiles keeps it. 10 seconds gone on the shot clock. Near side for Funderburk. Through a screen from Tolliver. Underneath on the pick and roll. Doesn't go. Aaliyah Farmer hauls it away. Cross court. Locklear. An open drive. Off the glass. What a screen from Sadeja Love, too. It was less on Locklear, more on Love, just reading Funderburk way better on that play to open up the lane for Locklear. 3-point game. Braves steal it away again. Love pulls it and a foul. This will be a pair at the line as Felicity Havens gets tagged with her third. The scales are starting to tilt a little bit in the Braves' favor, and Sadeja Love can make it a 1-point game here, but she's having a below-average night from the free throw line, 3 for 5 on the day. She's made the most trips out of any Brave in this contest, and like she did on the last 2 trips, banks the first one off. Nyla Allen into the game for UNC Pembroke. 2 personal fouls under her neck, and she's only 1 for 8 from the floor. The Braves have started to turn things around in the second half. Can they continue to do so? Sadeja Love can't get the second, and Melanie Horn can't haul in the offensive board. It's an empty trip for the Braves. Havens, the bouncer. Funderburk, the drive. Nearly travels, trying to find Havens again. Gets it to Michaela Nichols instead. Off to Bacchus. Braves tap at it. Too much contest in the paint, and air ball. Here's Alicia Hardy. Pulls up. Finds Allen for 3. Yes! Braves tie it. Foul on Alicia Hardy, getting a little too heated going against that one. This will be free throws right away for Mount Olive and the Trojans when we come back. We're tied at 57 all. Keep it here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Back on the UNCP Sports Network, wasn't a foul going into that media timeout. It was just a timeout for Mount Olive. It was just whistled from the baseline. Mount Olive trying to move quickly, and this is a foul on Alicia Hardy as she and Nyla Allen were applying the pressure on a driving Michaela Nichols across the timeline. Only the second of the contest for Hardy, but each team has reached the double bonus, so we've got free throws coming. It'll be Tolliver taking these. 4 for 9 from the charity stripe coming into today's contest. This is her first trip today. First of which is good. Breaks up a Braves 7-0 run. Tapped up by a Nyla Allen 3-ball and a couple of jumpers from Avery Locklear and Aaliyah Farmer. Second of which doesn't go. Offensive board from Felicity Havens, a 3-point play. What a clean board avoiding the overback for Felicity Havens. Braves could use a response. We've got a whistle. Looks like the shot clock didn't start in time. It reads 28 seconds, but definitely a few more have been shaved off since Havens drilled that bucket, and that's exactly what they say. They take 3 seconds off. Hopefully it doesn't affect the Braves in the long run. Let's see what plays out, though. Melanie Horn on the wing. Has Casey Drayton open and stutters a little too much, dragging that foot, and Drayton doesn't get a chance at it. Braves still trail by 3, Horn. Freshman out of Troy, North Carolina. See what the Braves can do defensively on this play. Across the way goes Nichols. Appeared in all 28 contests last year, only averaged 2.5 points per game. And now here's Havens again with her 26-point performance. Havens again. In the final minute of this quarter, Mount Olive looking to take a lead in, but Nyla Allen gets whistled for a foul. So Havens will try to make it 28 points on this trip to the free throw line. She's 3 for 3 on the day. Potential to make it a 5-point lead for Mount Olive. Braves scores have come few and far between throughout this contest, at least this quarter. Went on a 7-point run a couple of minutes ago. Outscored Mount Olive 10-3 in a similar stretch, which included that 7-point run. But other than that, the Braves had only scored 9 points. Offensive board off of Havens' miss. Here's a drive from Nichols to the low block. Doesn't go. Defense from Nyla Allen. Great box out. Braves have been trying to pick up on that a little more, and you can assume it'll be a point of interest from John Haskins in the next practice. Avery Locklear drills it. Pulls the Braves back within 1 with just over 30 to play in this third. Near side, Havens. She's got 27 points. She can make it 30 on this one. Tries to shoo away Tolliver. And a whistle foul. Braves starting to get a little the short end of the stick throughout this half. Make it now 8 compared to only the 6 that Mount Olive has been tagged for. Another pair coming from Felicity Havens. Obviously went 1 for 2 on that last trip. John Haskins asking for an explanation. Again, the officiating crew in today's contest: David Fallen, Kyle Dorman, Keith Harris. Havens sinks the first. Make it a 28-point day for the junior. And into this fourth game of the year, that's just an average ball game. Second of two. It's good. Back to a 3-point lead. Braves can tie it, though, before we reach the end of the quarter. Here's Alicia Hardy. She wants to make sure she has every second gone before that shot gets put up. Melanie Horn, Casey Drayton with 3 fouls. Up top for Nyla Allen. The drive to the elbow. The fade doesn't go. The putback from Drayton does. And the Braves close it out on a high note. End of the third quarter, 63-62. We've got a fun one brewing. We've got the final 10 coming your way in just a few seconds right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Ever wondered why our sponsor, Lumberton Chevrolet Buick Cadillac GMC, has such a long name? One reason is the tremendous variety of cars and trucks they offer to meet every need. Great-looking Chevrolets, Buicks, Cadillacs, and even GMC SUVs and trucks. They have everything from budget vehicles to the top-of-the-line Cadillacs. So why would you shop anywhere else? Try their quick lube, and while your vehicle is being serviced, you can see for yourself. They are located next to Lumberton High School.
When UNC Pembroke athletes train and compete, Scotland Healthcare System will be a part of the team as the official healthcare provider for UNCP athletics. Led by Ortho Carolina Scotland orthopedic physician Dr. Richard Alexander, their specialist will cover every football and men's basketball game. From practice drills to kickoff and tip-off, Scotland's medical experts will oversee training staff operations. It's one more way Scotland Healthcare is keeping its commitment to be there for the region, delivering closer care that's better by far.
Well, the Braves barely escaped that third quarter with just a few bumps and bruises, but they find themselves still trailing, but just only by 1 point as we enter the final 10 minutes of tonight's contest. Matt Sabatas here with you on the UNCP Sports Network. Here's a quick 3 to start things from Jada Bacchus. (65-62) Mount Olive. 66-62 rather. The scoreboard on your screen is mistaken. As the first foul of the quarter is incoming. Both teams reach the double bonus very quickly into that first quarter of this second half. Toss in finds Alicia Hardy. Tag the foul onto Jada Bacchus, her third of the game. 66-62 once again. Scoreboard on your screen is mistaken. Here's Hardy once again, looking for Allen. Cross court instead for Horn. Crosses the dribble once, 10 to shoot. Allen drives, and a little jumper goes. What a beautiful move in a pressureful paint situation. Brings the Braves back within 2. 66-64 the score. Again, the scoreboard on your screen still mistaken. We'll see if the folks at the scorer's table realize the mistake soon. Low bouncer to Havens, fades away, and she's got point number 30 on the day. Far side, Horn to respond, ties it. Melanie Horn gets herself on the board in a fine way. Double digits for her on the night. Matter of fact, the score was right. It was not a 3-ball initially. It was a 2-pointer. The foot was on the line to start the half for Jada Bacchus. So the Braves do have the tie game, and it's 67-all. Here's Locklear for the lead. She's got it. Braves a fantastic 6-point swing to get themselves in position to take this fourth quarter. Timeout from Wendy Lee, and the Braves all of a sudden have some good momentum on their side. We'll step aside, be right back here in just a few seconds on the UNCP Sports Network.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
A lot of great fans in attendance here at Lumbee Guarantee Bank Court. The first home contest for either team in just over a week's time. So far, it's been a pretty eventful one. 70-67, only a couple minutes into this fourth quarter, as the Braves looking to make it a perfect 2-0 to start the season. Serve Mount Olive a 1-3 start. Here's Havens, 31-point performance for the junior, trying to make it 34. She can on that one. And Melanie Horn drags in the board for UNCP. See if the Braves can tack on to their 3-point lead. Alicia Hardy, cross from Nyla Allen. Sets up to the low block and loses it, but it's tapped away on Jada Bacchus. The Braves will maintain possession with 18 to shoot. Matt Sabatis here with you on the UNCP Sports Network. Our fabulous crew, Director TJ Moore. Hardy takes the inbound. Allen. Hardy again. Oh, finding Aaliyah Farmer. Whoa, thrown away with some power from Felicity Havens. A very late whistle. Is this going to be a foul on Havens? Aaliyah Farmer is readied at the free throw line, expecting to take a couple of shots. And yeah, it's on Havens. 3 on the day for Havens, make it 4 as a matter of fact. Now Wendy Lee has a tough decision to make. Havens leads both sides with her 31 points. After that, though, not a single Trojan with double digits. Nia Stiles, Jada Bacchus each with 9 as Aaliyah Farmer makes it a 4-point contest. In comes Kennedy Jones. Havens will need to take an extended break. Havens has only sat out for a total of about 54 seconds this contest. Second from Farmer is good. Former Mars Hill Lion makes it a 5-point game. Here comes Nia Stiles across the key. It's Oliver, met by Locklear. Back to Stiles. She's been a mild 3-point threat in today's contest. The Braves don't want to give her a chance. This zone defense a bit suffocating for Mount Olive. As Nyla Allen is holding on to Jada Bacchus. Underneath, Allen steals it. What a play for the Braves. Transition opportunity. Alicia Hardy, the bouncer. Farmer loses the handle. Into Tolliver. 2-on-1. Stiles, the fade, the push, doesn't go. Braves pull it away. Another transition coming your way, but the Braves will slow it down. Hardy nearly loses it against Stiles and almost commits a half-court violation in the process. But the Braves, now with 20 to shoot, will set up some offense. Here's Hardy on the wing, up top. Allen pumps the 3, that's a clear travel. Wasn't expecting Bacchus to cover her tracks that quickly, and Allen got caught up in herself. Decent day for the senior, 9 points on 3 for 11 shooting. Pair at the free throw line. Bacchus covered by Locklear. Now Nyla Stiles. T. Graham set to check in at the scorers table for UNCP. Across the way, finding Hope Tolliver. Near side, Stiles loses it. That's got to be a constant issue for Mount Olive and the Trojans. Jada Bacchus standing at 5'8", went with the overheaded pass. Stiles, for how quick and speedy she is, she only stands at 5 foot even. She can get the points on the board, but sometimes errant passes like that can obviously get out of her hands. Braves still a 5-point lead, looking to increase. Graham through the Allen screen. Sets up for Horn. Back to Nyla. Locklear. Graham. The drive. The open. The low block. The finish. Beautiful move on the check-in to make it 8 on the day for T. Graham. Nyla Allen gets there in time, but with not enough time to stay clean against Nia Stiles. The senior will be headed to the line for some free throws. No, this is going to be Hope Tolliver, as a matter of fact, taking these free throws. First for the Braves this quarter, 4th on the day for Nyla Allen. John Haskins mulling over his options on what to do. Casey Drayton is on the bench. She's got 3 fouls as Tolliver bricks the first. Braves still hold on to 7 points. Haskins barking orders. He'll leave Allen in for now. Not much of a fouling threat overall, but she's necessary during these crucial stretches. Led the team in rebounds last season at 6.1 per game. Averaged a double-double back in her JUCO days. But now she'll be taken out. Casey Drayton has 3 fouls on the day, and you'd imagine if she picks up her 4th, John Haskins could go all or nothing, maybe bring both of them on the floor with 4 fouls. A 6-point lead for the Braves. Locklear trying to make it 9. She does. What a shot from Avery Locklear. 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. Graham steals it away. Can't keep it from Kelly Post, though. Great save for the freshman. Here she comes in transition. Sets up. Blocked by Aaliyah Farmer. Braves are suffocating on defense now. 9-point lead for UNCP. Post to the near side, opening up Bacchus. Tries to find underneath Tamara Harris, or rather Kennedy Jones. Jones draws a foul on Aaliyah Farmer. Should be some free throws incoming, but argument could be made that Jones was looking to cross the baseline. Either way, we've got 2 from the charity stripe. Give it to Farmer, her 2nd on the day. Jones, only 1 trip to the free throw line this season. This is her 2nd. She makes the first of 2 count. She drills the second one, though. She'll be on her way out. Looks like Felicity Havens will be rejoining this game. There it is. First 2 points of the day for Kennedy Jones, the sophomore out of Pickerington, Ohio. Saying that right, Pickerington. Now Havens, with her 31 points on the day, is back into the contest with 4 fouls as John Haskins calls his first timeout of the quarter. We'll keep it here on the UNCP Sports Network as we've got a 7-point Braves lead. It's been back and forth for a majority of this contest. Braves went a little bit toe-to-toe with Mount Olive in the first quarter, outscored them by a total of 3. Fell into a 4-point hole midway through the second, but had back-to-back threes to close out the first as well to pull back into it. Mount Olive went on an 8-point run to close out the second quarter. Braves went over the last 6 from the floor. But this second half has really fired up the fans. Braves had a rough start to the third quarter, pulled back into it. They were only outscored by 3, 28-25, but went on a 10-point run here in this fourth to make it their own. Here comes T. Graham to Drayton. Steps against post and draws the foul. They'll say it's on the floor, though, as Drayton hadn't started the process of moving towards the basket. So this should be 3 on the day, or at least on the quarter. 4 on the day for Tolliver. Third this quarter for Mount Olive. Melanie Horn finds Locklear on the inbound. The 3-point threat. Can't get it to go this time. The offensive board by Farmer still doesn't go. What a rebound from Felicity Havens. Working her way up to a double-double. That's now number 8 on the day. Trying to go on both sides of the court. It's a charge. Avery Locklear's doing it all today. 18 points for the junior. Draws the charge foul, gets the Braves the ball back. Wendy Lee getting a little frustrated in front of her bench, asking for some words with the officiating crew, and it looks like we're going to have the substitution, as that is the last foul of the day for Felicity Havens. She's out of this game. Wendy Lee not happy. What a day for Havens, though. 11 for 20 from the floor, 31 total points. And 3 for 8 from beyond the arc, a near perfect 6 for 7 from the free throw line. Casey Drayton finds an opening to Aaliyah Farmer, and Melanie Horn saves the day, tries a 19-footer. Gets her own rebound, gets it not that time either. Unfortunate. Hope Tolliver, the defensive board for Mount Olive. Sutter steps, crosses the Euro step in the paint, and one. Casey Drayton couldn't get flat-footed, and the Braves commit another foul. Make it number 4, rather third of this quarter for the Braves. For Drayton, only her third. So the and one opportunity on its way for Mount Olive's Jada Bacchus, which is no good. Braves don't really have the luxury to slow things down here. Nearly a double dribble by T. Graham as she's trying to move around Kelly Post. Finds an open Drayton. Hand off to Locklear. Here's Farmer, back to Horn. Tries the 3-ball, gets it to go. Braves draw a foul too as Farmer hits the deck. They'll hold on to possession. What a day from three-point range for the Braves. 7 for 12 this half alone. Offensive foul, or I guess defensive foul, was on Jones. Opening finds Graham to the low block. Can't get 2 more. Farmer unable to haul in the board. Tag the foul on Avery Locklear. The bench is not happy about that one. Locklear almost looked to be she was trying to escape as Kelly Post had pulled away that rebound, but wasn't able to do so in time. Committed a fairly decent foul. Haskins a little frustrated. Understandably so. Only an 8-point lead, and that's nowhere near out of Mount Olive's reach. Braves have led by as much as 12. That was back in the second quarter. Mount Olive has erased that deficit already once today. What a rebound for Kennedy Jones, but stolen away by Avery Locklear. Here comes T. Graham against Post. Near side, Horn for 3, too short. Her own offensive board, the putback. Rims out. Third try is the charm. Aaliyah Farmer, the Braves are getting it done off the offensive glass. Second chance points, now 18 on the day for UNC Pembroke. Here's Bacchus looking to drive from the elbow. The fading shot doesn't go, and the Braves try to increase their 10-point lead. An obvious foul on Kelly Post. T. Graham a little slow to get up on that. Still a little early in this contest for Mount Olive to be sending the Braves to the free throw line. But this is going to be the double bonus either way for T. Graham. Braves have outscored Mount Olive by 11 this quarter alone. T. Graham looking to increase on that mark. First trip of the day for the sophomore transfer. She could enter double digits if she makes this next one. Nyla Allen into the contest. Leah Farmer takes a seat. Kennedy Jones will sit as well. She's picked up 4 fouls. Tamira Knuckles, the freshman out of Wendell, North Carolina, will as well. Made her season debut back in the third quarter and picked up a foul in less than a minute. See if she does anything similar here or if she keeps it clean. Jada Bacchus finding underneath. Hope Tolliver spinning at the low block. Great little move against Avery Locklear, but too much power. Here come the Braves. Looking to increase on their 12-point lead. Behind the back dribble for Graham. Trying to find Allen, but instead slows a roll and sets up the offense. Man on defense for Mount Olive. Nyla Allen with 14 to shoot. Here's Graham again. Casey Drayton fades from 15 feet out. Too far. Melanie Horn steps in for the board, and she's hurt. Holding her left ankle. Here comes Mount Olive in transition. Nia Stiles up top and A whistle as the shot goes up for Tamira Knuckles. I think that's a poorly timed whistle as Melanie Horn is still injured. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for stopping play to make sure that a player is okay, as you see her being helped off now, but Mount Olive's possession was still happening, and Tamira Knuckles had an opening from 3. As you can see, Horn not putting any weight on that right leg. Helped to the table by Rose Bussey, the athletic trainer. Mount Olive will get the inbound. I got to imagine Wendy Lee and her staff are a little frustrated at that whistle. Here's Nia Stiles. Up top for Bacchus against Allen. The low block bouncer finds Tolliver. She can't find it off the glass. This is going to be a foul on Tamira Knuckles. Knuckles has picked up now 2 fouls in only 2 minutes of action this game. And the Braves, off of the hands of Nyla Allen, can have a chance to take their largest lead of the evening. Led by as much as 12 midway through the second quarter. Allen looking to make it a double-digit night, and she does so. Second on the team in rebounding as well with 7, right behind Melanie Horn's 8. And if Mount Olive gets a little, the hot hands, lane violation, the Braves get that point anyway, since Kelly Post stepped into the lane. Nyla Allen drills the free throw regardless. Here's Bacchus again, through the screen from Knuckles. Stops at the 19-foot mark. Nia Stiles through a screen, fades away, and gets it too short. Casey Drayton some fantastic pressure. Here's Alicia Hardy. Graham slow across half court. Through an Allen screen. Takes it back. Sets Allen for the pick and roll and throws it too hard. But the Braves, they recover. Here's Alicia Hardy, back to Graham, back to Hardy. Looking for Locklear on the cross court, but instead pulls it back to Graham. Braves are going to burn as much clock as they can with their largest lead of the night at 13. T. Graham with 10 to shoot now. Sets up Locklear for the low block drive. Back up to Graham. Her first 3 ball of the night is good. Braves are piling it on in this fourth quarter. Here's Tamira Knuckles against Nyla Allen. The fadeaway shot hits the back of the backboard. The Braves will take the turnover. We're in the final minute of play. Braves have shot a fantastic 8 for 14 from beyond the arc this quarter. This half, as a matter of fact. 5 for 8 this quarter. They have really blown the doors off of Mount Olive here in the fourth. T. Graham finds Alicia Hardy. This is a good transition opportunity. Hardy stutters, pulls up to the key, and they'll just burn some clock. Bouncer to Allen, pump fakes, back to Graham. Locklear settles, back to Hardy. She's double teamed, might get some fouls incoming, yet to be seen for Mount Olive. 7 to shoot for Allen, to the elbow, up top, Drayton looking for Locklear, finds her at the low block, loses it. This is going to be a shot clock violation. Braves spent a little too much time burning the clock, but if at the end of the day it takes away 30 seconds, John Haskins is loving it. His team is still going to walk away with a victory, regardless of how it came. Michaela Nichols takes it back from Stiles on the inbound, and this should be the last, at least second to last possession. But it'll be a foul as Nichols drives. Alicia Hardy will get tagged. We've got a pair at the line incoming as the Braves have reached the 5-foul plateau this quarter. Hardy only picking up 3. UNC Pembroke will take the inbound off of these free throws or the rebound or what have you and close things out. 2 points on the day, both from the free throw line now for Michaela Nichols. Second of 2 on its way is good. Makes it a 14-point game. Allen finds Alicia Hardy, and she can cross the timeline and wrap this one up. Drayton around the way. The Braves will start the season 2-0. They've now won 8 straight meetings against Mount Olive here at UNC Pembroke. And the Braves, an astonishing 25-4 lead in the all-time series. Mount Olive 1-3 on the season, their worst start as a team in over 10 years. Wendy Lee might not be very happy with her team's performance today, but both sides put together a quality contest. The Braves just ran away with it in the fourth quarter. We'll keep it here on the UNCP Sports Network as we break things down. The final box scores out of today's game. The Braves outshot Mount Olive on the floor overall. 31 for 73 from the floor for UNC Pembroke, 25 for 63 from Mount Olive and the Trojans. The Braves 13 for 32 from beyond the arc, and including an incredible 8 for 14 in the second half alone. Mount Olive was only 7 for 20 from the three-point line. 13 for 18 were the Braves from the free throw line. Mount Olive 17 for 13. The Braves out-rebounded Mount Olive by a wide margin, 48-35. As the Braves held it on the defensive and offensive side, 32-26 and 16-9 over the Trojans. Leading scorers out of the contest, Felicity Havens, even though she picked up her 5th and final foul midway through that fourth quarter, obviously led both sides with another fantastic performance. 31 points on 11 for 20 shooting, 3 for 8 overall from the floor, or from beyond the arc, I should say. 6 for 7 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds shy of a double-double. Hope Tolliver, she was only 1 point shy of a double-double, 4 for 9 from the floor, 1 free throw as well to go along with her 10 rebounds. After that, Jada Bacchus was the second leading scorer for Mount Olive. She had 11 points on 5 for 8 shooting. She had 1 3-ball to go along with that and her 5 rebounds. And Nia Stiles picked up a little towards the midway point of that second half, finished with 9 points, 2 for 8 from beyond the arc, 3 for 15 overall from the floor, and a free throw to tag along with that for the Braves. A quintet of UNCP players into the double digits point-wise. Nyla Allen, Dee Graham, Avery Locklear, Melanie Horn, and Aaliyah Farmer all with double-digit points. Locklear led the way with her fantastic 4 for 8 shooting from beyond the arc, 6 for 12 overall from the field to go along with 3 rebounds. Nyla Allen had the best day off the boards alongside Melanie Horn. Horn with 15 points and 8 rebounds. Allen with 10 points and 8 rebounds. We'll step aside for now. When we come back, though, we'll talk to you about the next time we'll talk to you. Keep it here on the UNCP Sports Network.
Adidas is the official apparel sponsor for all 16 of UNC Pembroke varsity athletic teams. Adidas provides some of the most innovative products in the shoe and apparel industry and is one of the most recognizable brands worldwide. We thank Adidas for all its support in offering UNC Pembroke the best for its student athletes. Go Braves!
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Well, the Braves close it out, scoring 11 of the last 13 points from the floor and pick up a quality win for a 2-0 start to the season. 88-74 today's final. The Braves will hit the road for a 3-game road trip and take on perhaps their toughest opponent of the year and of course their toughest opponent of the year so far, when they make the short trip over to Wingate, North Carolina to take on the number 14 team in the nation, the Wingate Bulldogs, in just a little over a week's time. That's going to be coming your way the Sunday after Thanksgiving. The Trojans will spend their Thanksgiving holiday in a little warmer climate. They'll head to St. Petersburg, Florida for the 2-day Eckerd Thanksgiving Classic, with the first against Florida Southern this upcoming Friday. That's going to do it for us here on the UNCP Sports Network. For my fantastic crew, my director TJ Moore, this has been Matt Sabata saying thank you for joining us. Braves win 88-74 today over the Mount Olive Trojans. We'll talk to you next time here on the UNCP Sports Network.